The Supreme Court rarely issues an opinion on Friday, but did so today and gave people on both sides of the Texas abortion fight something to applaud.
The ruling allows the law to remain in effect while at the same time allows lawsuits against it to proceed. The law bans abortion at about 6 weeks into pregnancy. Senior political reporter Jason Whiteley joins us now to break down what happened today. Is this a win for both sides?
It is a win for both sides. Remember, Texas was asking for an expedited hearing in all of this. The bottom line to this is that this was a split decision by the Supreme Court today. The Supreme Court did not rule on the merits of the case or the crux of the law really here at all. Instead, here's what they did. Justices said two things. One, SB 8 will stand for now. It remains the law of the land in Texas. Women here cannot get an abortion after a fetal heartbeat is detected. That's usually about 6 weeks into pregnancy. But the justices did say abortion providers can still challenge this law in court. They just need to find someone else to sue. Justices said abortion providers cannot sue the state's 254 county court clerks like they originally did. But today's decision, Cynthia and Chris, sends another message. Both sides say they think that Roe versus Wade likely in its final days and could be overturned by next summer.
I think we're potentially very close. I went into oral arguments last week hopeful, and I left confident with the tenor of the questions asked. They asked really, really compelling questions that I felt went unanswered on the other side. And if they continue to have principled rulings on the Constitution, we're going to see Roe overturned next summer.
Here's a statement from the other side from Whole Woman's Health. That's one of the plaintiffs in the lawsuit that justices just ruled on today. The abortion provider says we won on very narrow grounds. Our lawsuit can continue against the health department, the medical board, nursing board, and pharmacy board. We'd hoped for a statewide injunction, but no clear path to it. Rest assured, though, we will not stop fighting. And rest assured as well, this case is certainly not over. Everyone is telling me, Cynthia, bottom line is watch what happens in the Mississippi case. The law in Mississippi, as you probably know, would ban abortions after 15 weeks. That case to be ruled on probably sometime late May, early June, whenever the term is up for the Supreme Court. And that one could decide the law of the land and could potentially overturn Roe versus Wade.
And speaking of Roe versus Wade, does this ruling weaken it?
It clearly does. You know, both sides are telling me they think that Roe versus Wade are in its final days. The pro-life side saying that, the pro-choice side is saying that, so it looks like that we could be approaching legal history here.
A state judge declared the Texas abortion law unconstitutional, but didn't stop it from being enforced.
It didn't stop it from being enforced, and the important thing to remember is there are two different paths that are happening here legally. So there's the Supreme Court that's listening to this one case. There are a number of lawsuits filed, and there's also the state district judge is also listening to another case. There are a number of cases out here. As you know, Cynthia, this is an issue that has been litigated since Roe v. Wade was enacted in 1973 and is not going to stop anytime soon.
Thanks for breaking it down for us and adding more context, Jason. Chris?
Yeah, some much needed context to a very complex issue.